focus on hitting your goals in every area of your business. Remember, the universe rewards the bold. A leader has to take the risks.
177 mental toughness secrets of the world class. We're going to be talking today about champions, how champions are decisive. And if you're going to become a champion, if you're going to be in that winner's circle, you're going to have to get to a point in your life where you become more and more decisive. He talks about it and he says, while average performers are timid and lack confidence in their own judgment, champions are known for their ability to make decisions, especially under pressure. The difference is courage and confidence. So let's just think about this for a second, okay? Most people in the world, they lack confidence. We know that leaders have more confidence than people that are not leaders. We realize that when you are timid, and this is something that I've been talking about forever, I believe the universe rewards bold, consistent action. So when you take more consistent action, when you are bolder, when you decide that you're going to be confident about the things that you're trying to accomplish, well, you're probably going to excel a little bit faster, quicker, better than most. I mean, this is leadership we're talking about. So you're going to have to get to that point where you make decisions quickly and with strength and with confidence. And I understand sometimes it's pressure. You know, I've had this conversation many times in the past. And, just being that I am in charge of my family, when I make a decision, I make a decision. I don't ask anybody else. If I really believe that decision is important, I really don't take too much heed on, other people's opinions. I make the decision. If I am in charge of the finances, I'm the head of the household, and I'm going to make a decision that is best. Now, again, other areas of my life, parenting, children, things like that, obviously I have to consult with a lot of different areas. But when it comes to business, when it comes to financial, when it comes to the investing and things like that, that's my decision. And I make those decisions. When I think about my business, I don't run a business based on democracy. So when I'm about to make a change in our business, when I'm about to announce a contest, when I'm about to announce an event, when I'm about to do something, I don't go around getting everybody else's opinions. Now, again, not to say that I don't want any opinions. I'm always having conversations with people. Hey, what do you think about this? Hey, just getting ideas. But once I form the idea, once I get the ideas, once I form my decision, I form what I believe is the right thing, I do it. I just decide. That's it. I decide. I'm going to decide on this. I'm going to decide on this. And I'm going to decide with confidence, because I wouldn't have made the decision if I didn't think it was right. I take all of my prior experience, my whole life experience, and I decide based on that experience. Sometimes I'm right, sometimes I'm wrong. Sometimes I make mistakes. Just like in a football game, not every play you run is going to be right. You think you're going to be right all the time, you're going to have a tough road ahead. So a football coach, think about how many plays every game he makes. Just play after play after play after play. And does every play equal a touchdown? Do they score every single play? Now think about it. Every play is designed to score a touchdown. Every single play. Think about it. Every play is perfectly designed that, and you've seen all the charts that football coaches they do, right? It's like, okay, this guy's going to block this guy comes over here, they block that, the running back runs through and he makes it 90 yards for a touchdown every single time, right? That doesn't happen. That's not the way that life works. But imagine if the coach, imagine if he sat around every single play. He only has, I don't know, what is it, like 24 seconds, or maybe that's the shot clock, right? I don't know what football, how many seconds they have, but you get what I'm saying, right? There's only so much time they have in a huddle. The coach has to decide quickly with confidence, like, this is going to work. This is the best place based on our experience, based on what we believe is going to happen on the field, based on who's on the field, based on, so many different variables, but they got to make a decision right away. So it's the experience that creates the confidence. But you gotta start thinking like that and stop, over analyzing analyzing every single decision where it takes forever. Just decide and go with it. Sometimes you're right, sometimes you're wrong. That's okay. Sometimes you make a touchdown, sometimes you don't. Sometimes you close, sometimes you don't. Sometimes you get the appointment, sometimes you don't. Sometimes you win, sometimes you don't. Who cares? The coach has to keep making the plays, calling the plays. Eventually, they end up scoring a touchdown. They just keep pushing, and eventually they score a touchdown. That is the goal of every single business leader. That is the goal of every coach that I know. The difference, though, remember, is confidence and courage. Even the best leaders are uncertain about their decisions in an environment of unprecedented change. The difference is their willingness to make a decision and take full responsibility for the outcome. This is a big deal, right? Because as a leader, you take full responsibility, win or lose. Okay? If you win, then hey, take the responsibility for winning. But when you F things up and you lose and you fail and you make a mistake, well, you know what? Step up to the damn plate, take responsibility for that outcome. Because that is why you're the leader. You're going to make your willingness. That's why you're going for it. That's why you're practicing every day. That's why you're reading books. That's why you're watching videos just like this. And if you haven't shared this video yet, share it, man. Share it to your kids. Share it to your teammates. Share it to your really good friends that are trying to expand their thinking. These kind of conversations, by the way, are slowly but surely making you more aware of how you think. And if you're going to become a champion, if you're going to become a winner, if you're going to become successful, you have to almost, let's think about it, right? Let's think about it this way. You're almost brainwashing yourself, right? You're scrubbing. What is brainwashing, right? You're washing your brain. And you're cleaning your brain. You're getting all the shit out of there that shouldn't be in there. You're cleaning your brain so that way, when a situation comes up, you're like, bam, I already got the answer. I know. I've been studying this thing for years. I got the answer. I believe in myself. I know, or if you make a mistake, something happens, something's wrong. You take full responsibility for it. You say it's my fault. I'm not a victim. I'm not crying. I made the decision, and I'm gonna suffer the consequences good. Sometimes you suffer good consequences, right? And sometimes you suffer bad ones too. Amateur performers, though, he says, habitually play not to lose and procrastinate because they fear what? They fear making a mistake. Oh my God. Could you imagine if you make a mistake, how terrible that is? If you make a mistake, oh God, could you imagine making a mistake, how terrible it is to make a mistake? No! You know, it's funny. I was just thinking about something right now. I do my podcast, and I've asked people that question, tell me about your worst mistakes. Tell me about the mistakes that you made in life. Tell me about, and I was just talking to this really successful lady, publisher lady, and she was, by the way, her name is Trisha Love Vargas, and she's the publisher of LA Style magazine. And I asked her, I said, so tell me about your mistakes. Tell me about, your worst mistakes, where you messed up. And she's sitting there and she's like, man, I can't think about it like that. because she's such a winner. She's such a freaking studette, right? And she's like, I don't think about mistakes as being mistakes. I think about them as just learning opportunities. So like literally I stumped her. And it's crazy because so many leaders that I have interviewed, and I love asking that question because I always like their response to that. How do they respond to like, hey, what's your worst mistake? And they almost always, they say they were just learning experiences. They were just situations that happened that unfortunately wasn't perfect, but hey, I learned something from it. I adjusted from it. I took a different route because of it, and I got myself back on track. And those challenges, and that's why even I don't even like to say mistakes. I like to say learning opportunities, or I'll just say challenges, just a challenge. Just like I look at it like a little speed bump. Driving your car, you get a speed bump. It's like, shit, okay, good. Now we're going. Let's go. Let's figure it out. Yeah, I made that issue happen. I made that quote unquote mistake. But hey, I'm going to correct it, man. The great ones know that mistakes or challenges will be made and will be corrected. Coaches know that. The football coach we were talking about, he knows that he's going to make mistakes. He knows he's going to call the wrong play. Hey, look at the quarterback, man. How many mistakes does that guy make? He throws a pass, and does he throw a perfect pass every time? Does the receiver catch the ball every single time? Sometimes he drops the ball. Sometimes the running back will not even make a few yards. He'll actually get pushed back a few yards. They'll lose yards sometimes. So the champions are willing to assume full responsibility for their decisions. And when they do that, that eliminates the need to gather more input than is absolutely necessary. I call it, I'm talking now, I call it shoot, aim, shoot and then aim. I like to just shoot sometimes, and then I'll aim later. And that's why I always talk about doing it now, because it's the do it now mindset that allows me to, under pressure, just make a decision. I'm going to do it. I get up in the morning, I'm going to do it now. I mean, look, there's a lot of little things, right? Working out, eating well, all that kind of stuff. Sometimes you just got to say, do it now. And then I pop right out of bed. Even if I don't feel like popping out of bed, sometimes I say, do it now. And I pop out of bed. It's just, it's like I've been doing this for so long that my brain is now, because your brain's like a computer. Y'all realize that, right? I mean, it can be programmed to the way that you want it to be programmed. That is your decision. You get to decide that. When you're in a situation where you're like, should I eat that? Just do it now, right? Don't do it now. But do it now means to me, do the right thing. Do what you don't want to do. And when you make those decisions quickly under pressure, when you decide things, look, there might be a business that you're thinking about being a part of. I recruit people all the time. I'm always looking for great people. By the way, if you're one of those people that are literally like sitting there going, man, my life is not where I want to be. I'm not making enough money. I'm not where I want to be. I hate my job. If that's you, come on now. We got to talk, man. We got to have a conversation. We got to figure out a way to align ourselves together, build a relationship. Let me help to guide you. I've been in business for 25 years, made, millions and millions and millions. Over $21 million I've been paid just in my company, just in my business, not our complete, not with investments and things like that. But life-changing this last 25 years in business, and totally financially independent. I want to teach you. I want to coach you. I want to guide you. And look, that's a decision, right? If you're not where you want to be, and I'm saying to you, I've done okay here. I'm saying to you, let's talk. Let's have a conversation. Let me guide you. That's a decision. Because you're kind of wondering, a million things can go through your head right now. Think about what's going on in your brain right now. I'll tell you exactly what you're thinking. You're like, oh, what does he want from me? How much does he want? Right? What does he want to gain from me? What does he want to steal from me? What is he trying, what's he trying to do? Why is he asking me or telling me these things, right? And so I go, okay, that's fair. You can think of all those things. There's nothing wrong with that. But guess what? Guess what you don't know? You don't know the answer to any of those questions unless we talk. Now, we could talk, we could have a conversation, then you can go, all right, I don't like this guy. Cool. That was a cool 5 minutes, 10 minutes that we were on the phone and we had a little Zoom or something like that. Hey, that was good. I learned a little bit from the guy and, hey, look, maybe we're just friends for now on. We follow each other on social media and, if you ever have questions, you could always throw them my way or whatever. We can always build a relationship anyways, even if we don't work together, even if we can provide no value for each other, right? That's okay. But remember, every decision is somewhat a gamble, okay? You don't know what's going to happen. It's just a process. So take a chance. And by the way, that's how you become the leader. And by the way, that's how you find opportunities. Sometimes I take a chance. Sometimes I've lost hundreds of thousands of dollars from investments and made many bad investments. When I, bought my building, I bought it at the wrong time. Now it proved to over time, I've had it for 15 years. So over time, it's been a very winning decision. But when I bought it back in 2006 for 1.1 million, and then I threw some money to build it out and all that stuff. You guys realize, that was the wrong time to buy property. It was, it did well for a little while. And then when the 2008 crash happened, my building was worth half what I paid for it, what I put into it, half, literally. Okay. And so, but I was renting it out and, had a lot of leases in the building and, I was cash flowing and all that kind of stuff. So it was fine. I didn't worry about it. I wasn't going to sell it. So I wasn't worried about what it was worth. And so I just let it go. And over time, I ended up doing pretty well. It's cash flowed for 15 years. It's, obviously appreciated in value pretty substantially since then. But the truth is, it's done well. And so, but you got to remember that the professional performers, they can lead people and organizations effectively under such high pressure constraints because they process the self-trust necessary to make decisions without fear. Generally speaking, the higher the leadership position, the greater and the deeper the leader's self-trust must be. Courage, self-trust, and the willingness to assume full responsibility for the outcomes of the decisions are mandatory traits of competent and effective leaders. And so as you become more of a leader, more responsibility is going to be thrust upon your shoulders, like making decisions, like deciding this is what I'm going to do, and I'm going with it 110%, and I'm not going to stop until the job gets done. I'm not going to stop until I hit my goals and dreams. So those decisions, good and bad, again, made bad investments in some cases. I invested into a startup company. I lost $100,000. Boom, in air, gone. Company's gone. Lost it all. That's okay, right? Shit happens. You ever heard that one before? Shit happens. And that's why when you look at somebody like Lee Iacocca, former chairman of Chrysler Corporation, if I had to sum it up in one word, he said, what makes a good manager or leader, I'd say, is decisiveness. You can use the fanciest computers to gather the numbers, but in the end, you have to set a timetable and then act, man. You just got to act. You got to make a decision, okay? So the action step for today, I'm always going to leave you with a little action step. Take a decision that you've been putting off for a while and decide on a course of action within the next 24 hours. Quit effing around. Quit thinking, analyzing, whatever way you want to call it, right? Quit thinking and just do it now. Decision-making skills are like muscles, man. You got to keep, right, building those muscles and keep growing your skills, keep growing your mental muscles, okay? Your brain is a computer. Continue to keep downloading great information. Continue to, win and lose. That's okay. Remember, making a mistake, screwing something up, not closing, messing up a process, messing up your presentation, saying the wrong thing. The truth is, man, people forget about all that shit anyways. I mean, that really is the truth. I mean, people forget about where you screwed up. But guess what? They always remember when you win. And that's what we're fighting for. So if we try 10 times and we only win 3 of those 10 times, that's okay. We're batting 300, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that. And so if you, make those decisions that you've been putting off, I think that we're going to kind of get you to that, get you a little momentum to start making more decisions, start taking more chances. I believe there is no wealth without risk. You will risk for greatness, for a chance to be successful. Stop putting it off, okay? Right now, okay? Stop putting off the stuff that you are putting off right now. Stop procrastinating. Make a decision. Make it a habit, right? Make 21 decisions in the next 21 days and just go for it, man. Win, lose, or draw, just go for it. You got this. It's time for you to go get yours. It's time for you to be, everything that God made you to become. Don't put it off. You got this, man. This is your chance. Like, why not you, right? Why not us? Why can't we have great things too? Just because we weren't born with rich parents and just because we didn't have all the right degrees and the right, schooling or, whatever, college, that we went to the right college or whatever, right? Like, just because we didn't have all that stuff doesn't mean that we can't make it too. You got this. Go get yours. Life, your goals, your dreams, they're waiting for you to go get yours. Decide now. I believe in you so much. I believe in you. I believe that you can do this too. Let's talk. Let's have a conversation. I want to know you. I want to get to know you. But please, comment in the comment section and tell me what you think of these videos. Tell me what you think about me. If you think it's a bunch of bullshit or you think it's real or you agree or you don't agree, whatever, tell me. I want to hear from you. I want to know who you are. And so that way we can have a healthy debate about the philosophies of success and about winning and about courage and about taking risk and about decision making. And I want to know what you think because maybe you have even better ideas. I'm always open for great ideas. I'm always different for changing thoughts if they make more sense. I have no ego here, man. Zero, okay? I want to be your friend. I want to be your coach. I want to be one of your mentors. And I want to build a relationship with you. Have a great day. Thank you for watching. Dream bigger. Make sure you get after it. But also, don't forget to do it now. God bless you. We will see you at the top.